We're diving into some of the best perks and builds for each of the free-to-play survivors in Dead by Daylight. Firstly, all of the builds start with the same 2 perks. These are general perks that you should be able to unlock relatively quickly in the Blood Web. The first perk is Deja Vu. This reveals the auras of the 3 generators that are closest together. This is an incredibly useful tool for new players because it helps you identify which generators are important to avoid a 3-gen. If you're not sure what this is, I'll link my video explaining it here. The perk also gives you a 6% speed boost when working on these generators, allowing you to finish them faster. This boost is incredibly useful as they are usually in the middle of the map in very high traffic areas. The other general perk is Kindred. It gives all survivors visibility of each other's auras when you're on the hook, ensuring that your team can make informed decisions on whether to save you or focus on other objectives. If the killer is nearby within 60 meters, Kindred also reveals their aura to the other survivors, so your team won't be caught off guard when trying to unhook you. If another survivor is hooked, the perk will have the same effects, but only for yourself. This perk helps you understand positioning and timing, 2 critical aspects of the game. For example, if you can see a teammate is going for the unhook, you know that for now you can stay on a gen. Or if no one seems to be going for the unhook, you will know to go for it before the person hooked goes to the next stage. Now let's take a look at the survivor specific perks. Dwight Fairfield, the team leader. Dwight's perks are centered around teamwork and support, making him an excellent choice for those who want to help their team while staying informed about their surroundings. His first perk, Bond, takes teamwork to the next level by revealing the auras of nearby survivors when they're within 36 meters of you. This is perfect for beginners who may not be familiar with where survivors might be on the map and need guidance on when is best to group up or to stay apart. The final perk for Dwight is Leader. This boosts the efficiency of actions like healing, sabotaging, or unhooking by 25% when survivors are within an 8-meter radius of you. This perk turns you into a reliable and useful team player, speeding up critical tasks and helping survivors make the most out of their interactions. This can be especially useful for risky heals, unhooks, and endgame altruism. It lasts for 15 seconds after you leave the area, so even if you can't stick around, they will still benefit from the boost. Meg Thomas, the Speedster. Meg's perks focus on mobility and escaping tricky situations, making her a great pick for those who want to avoid the killer and stay one step ahead. Along with Deja Vu and Kindred, Lightweight is another great general perk to use with Meg. It reduces the duration of scratch marks by 5 seconds and makes their spacing inconsistent, making it harder for the killer to track them. Since killers often rely on scratch marks to hunt down survivors, this perk gives you a better chance of shaking off pursuit, especially when paired with her last perk. The final perk for Meg is Sprint Burst. When you start running, you immediately sprint at 150% speed for 3 seconds. This can be a lifesaver when in chase, giving you the burst of speed you need to escape. It does cause the exhausted status effect, but for beginner players, I really wouldn't worry too much about using it strategically. In the beginning, just focus on actually using it and getting used to how it works. Claudette Morel, the healer. Claudette is known for her healing abilities, which are perfect for new players who want to keep their team alive. She has a useful beginner perk called Empathy, which reveals the auras of injured survivors within a huge 128-meter range, helping you locate and heal teammates quickly. Empathy encourages you to be aware of your team's status, providing opportunities to heal them before they are found by the killer again. Lastly for Claudette is Botany Knowledge. This increases your healing speed by 50%, allowing you to get your teammates back into action quickly, which is critical in high-pressure situations. It's important to note that this perk does reduce the efficiency of healing items by 20%, so think twice about what item you bring with you. Jake Park, the Silent One. Jake excels at stealth and evasion. Using his specific perks will make it more of a challenge for the killer to find you. Iron Will completely silences grunts of pain when injured, making it harder for the killer to trap you through sound. For beginners, this perk is great because it significantly increases your chances of staying hidden when injured, and as a beginner player, you will likely get injured quite often. It's also useful for solo queue, when you can't always rely on your teammates to give you a heal. The last perk for Jake is Calm Spirit. This prevents you from disturbing crows, which can give away your location, especially if the killer is running something like Spies from the Shadows. It also prevents screaming, which is super useful against killers like Doctor. This allows you to interact with your environment a bit more quietly, making it easier to evade the killer. You are also able to open chests and bless or cleanse totems completely silently, although this does come with a 30% speed reduction. Nia Carlson, the Troubled Artist. Nia's perks focus on mobility and item efficiency, making her great for beginners who want a balance between evasion and helping their team. Her first perk, Balance Landing, reduces the impact of falling from a height, giving you a 75% reduction in stagger duration and silencing the fall completely. After falling, you'll also sprint at 150% speed for 3 seconds, making this perk incredibly useful for escaping during chase, especially when your only option is to vault a high window or jump from a ledge. It does cause exhaustion, so like Sprint Burst, it is best used carefully. Finally for Nia, Streetwise reduces the consumption rate of item charges by 25% for both you and your allies within an 8-meter range. This makes it a great perk for extending the life of toolboxes, medkits, and flashlights, allowing you and your teammates to get more value out of the items you bring with you and that you pick up in the game. Bill Overbeck, the battle-hardened veteran. Bill is all about survival. His perks are based around healing and team protection. His perk Borrowed Time means that after you unhook a survivor, they gain endurance for an additional 10 seconds, allowing them to take an extra hit in this time without being downed. This is perfect for people who may struggle with timing unhooks and often find themselves in dangerous situations immediately afterwards. Bill's other perk, Unbreakable, allows you to fully recover from the dying state once per trial, and increases recovery speed by 25%. This is a crucial perk that remains useful no matter how long you have played the game for. If you are downed and the killer leaves you there, you will be able to attempt to get yourself back up before they come back. David King, the Resilient Fighter. David is all about taking hits and staying in the fight. His perk We're Gonna Live Forever boosts healing speed for survivors in the dying state by a massive 150%. This perk also gives the healed survivor endurance for 10 seconds, making it perfect for players who need extra time to ensure they are safe from the killer after being healed. David's other signature perk, Dead Hard, allows you to take an extra hit when injured, which can save you from being downed. It requires precise timing and a lot of practice, but it can be a game changer in crucial moments. By pressing the active ability button when you're about to be hit, you will gain 0.5 seconds of endurance to take an extra hit. And finally, if you don't want to use any character-specific perks, here is a general perk build for beginners. Again, you will still need to unlock these in the Blood Web, but it shouldn't take too long. Deja Vu and Kindred are the first 2 perks, as with all of the other builds. Alongside these, the perk Will Make It gives you a powerful healing speed boost of 100% for 90 seconds after unhooking a survivor. This will allow you to patch up teammates quickly. Finally, Dark Sense reveals the killer's aura whenever they're within a 24-meter range after a generator is completed. This will help you stay aware of potential danger and see if the killer is now heading in the direction of the alert. This is a great all-round build for aura reading, healing, and generator awareness, making it ideal for new players learning the ropes of Dead by Daylight. I hope these builds have given you a solid foundation to get started in DBD, and helped you understand how to maximize the strengths of each of the free-to-play survivors. These perks are designed to improve your situational awareness, teamwork, and survivability, which are crucial for beginners. As you play, you'll develop your own strategies and learn how to adjust these builds to suit your style. But Hopefully this guide should help you feel more confident in the very early stages of your journey. Good luck out there, and I'll see you in the fog.